Nalaog. Nalahi.
6 days before the feast of Passover, Jesus came to Bethany, and they gave a dinner for him there. Martha and her sister Mary were there, while their brother Lazarus was one of those reclining at table with Jesus. This was the Lazarus whom Jesus had raised from the dead. Martha was serving when suddenly Mary took a bottle of costly perfume oil made from genuine nard and anointed the feet of Jesus and dried them with her hair. The house was filled with the fragrance of the oil. Then Judas, son of Simon the Iscariot, the one who would betray him, said,
"Why was this oil not sold for 300 days' wages and given to the poor?"
Judas did not care about the poor. He was a thief. He used to hold the apostles' money back, often stealing the contributions. And Jesus said,
"Leave her alone. She has done a good work. She has prepared me for my burial, and wherever the gospel is preached, she will be remembered. You will always have the poor, but you will not always have me."
The chief priests and the elders of the people had gathered in the palace of Caiaphas the high priest. They were plotting together on how to arrest Jesus by treachery and put him to death. And they said,
"Jesus is becoming too powerful. We must arrest him soon, before the Passover celebrations, or there could be a riot among the people."
I agree. And let's do something about his friend Lazarus. Too many people are coming to believe in Jesus because of him. They think that Jesus brought him back from the dead.
Such foolishness!
At that time, Judas the traitor went to see the chief priests, and they said,
"Let him in!"
Let us find out what he wants.
The devil had already induced Judas to hand Jesus over to them, and he said,
"What are you willing to give me if I hand Jesus over to you?"
And they said,
"Judas, my friend, how about 30 pieces of silver?"
So the chief priest paid Judas off, and from that moment on, he looked for an opportunity to betray Jesus. As Jesus approached Bethany, great crowds were in Jerusalem for the coming Passover festivities, and when they saw Jesus entering the city, they took palm branches and went out to meet him and cried out,
Hosanna, son of David,
King of Israel! Blessed is he who comes in the name of the Lord!
Hosanna in the highest!
Amazing. Wow. Hello. to Jesus.
Jesus knew that his hour had come to pass from this world to the Father. He loved his own, and he loved them to the end. Now, during supper, he rose and, taking off his outer garments, he tied a towel around his waist. Then he poured water into a basin to wash the disciples' feet. So he came to Simon Peter, who said to him,
Master, you will never wash my feet.
Jesus answered him,
Unless I wash you, you will have no inheritance with me.
Simon Peter said to him,
Then not only my feet, but my hands and head as well.
Jesus said to him,
He who has bathed has no need except to have his feet washed, for he is clean all over. So you are clean, but not all of you are clean.
When he had washed their feet, he reclined at table and said to them,
Do you realize what I have done for you? I have given you a model to follow, so that as I have done for you, you should do also. If you understand this, blessed are you if you do it.
As they were at table eating, Jesus said,
One of you will betray me, one who is eating with me.
They began to be sorrowful and to ask him, one after the other.
Is he died? Is he died?
He said to them,
It is one of the 12, one who is dipping the bread into the dish with me. For the Son of Man goes as it is written of him. But woe to that man by whom he is betrayed. It would have been better for that man if he had not been born.
So Jesus said to Judas,
What you are going to do quickly.
None of those reclining at table realized why he said this to him. At this moment, Satan entered Judas and he left at once. It was night. Then Jesus said,
Now is the Son of Man glorified, and God is glorified in him. My children, I will be with you only a little while longer. A new commandment I give you, that you love one another, even as I have loved you. By this all men will know that you are my disciples, if you have love for one another.
Then he took bread and blessed and broke it and gave it to them, saying,
Take this and eat of it, for this is my body, which is given up for you.
And he took a cup, and when he had given thanks, he gave it to them, saying,
Take this, all of you, and drink from it, for this is my blood of the covenant, which is poured out for the forgiveness of sins. Do this in memory of me.
And they all drank from it. Jesus also said to them,
You will all fall away, for it is written, I will strike the shepherd, and the sheep will be scattered. But after I am raised up, I will go before you to Galilee.
Peter said to him,
Even if they all fall away, I will never leave you.
and Jesus said to him,
Simon, this very night, before the cock crows twice, you will deny me 3 times.
But he said vehemently,
Master, I will die with you. I will never deny you.
and they all said the same. Finally, when they had sung a hymn, they went out to the Mount of Olives.
Where is next? Ano pala? Which? Ang ganda ng ano plane. Saan ba tayo papunta? Ganda.
Jesus and his disciples went to a place called Gethsemane. And he said to them,
Sit here while I pray.
Then, taking with him only Peter, James, and his brother John, he went a little further and became greatly distressed. And he said to them,
My soul is sorrowful unto death. Watch and pray that you may not fall into temptation.
Then, withdrawing from them about a stone's throw, he knelt, saying,
Sino
Father,
naman?
everything is possible for you. If you are willing, take this cup away from me. Still, not my will, but yours be done.
He was in such agony and he prayed so fervently that his sweat became like drops of blood falling on the ground. And an angel from heaven came to strengthen him. Then he rose from prayer and returned to his disciples. But when he found them sleeping from grief, he said,
Simon, are you asleep? Could you not watch for 1 hour? The spirit indeed is willing, but the flesh is weak. It is enough. The hour has come. The Son of Man is betrayed into the hands of sinners. Rise, let us be going. See, my betrayer is at hand.
And while he was still speaking, Judas came with a crowd with clubs and swords from the chief priests and the elders. Now the betrayer had given them a sign, saying,
The one who shall kisses the man, seize him and lead him away under God.
And when he came, he went up to him at once and said,
Master,
and he kissed him. But Jesus said,
Judas, would you betray the Son of Man with a kiss?
Then Simon Peter, having a sword, drew it and struck the high priest's leg,